Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit and this is the JavaScript session. In this sessions, we'll talk about that math functions. What is the math function and how the math function help us. So in previous session, we talk about that integer, we talk about that float, we talk about the number, we talk about the string. So we'll basically talk about the math function. Basically, if you see, I'm going to declare a variable called num. In this variable, I am putting some number called 2.2. Normally, most of the math function are used for that floating purpose. So let's say if I want to print this information, so what I'll do that num variable and it will simple, straightforward print that number, whatever we have declared in there. It's a 2.2. Now let's say I want to do a round off of this value. Either I need 2 or 3, any of this value based on the inputs. It should automatically pick up that which is the nearest value and it will be automatically round off. So let's say I'll say that var round, something like that. And then what I'll do, I want to round up this number instead of floating. I want a exact integer. For that, what I'll do, I'll type the math.round function, and then here I'll pass the variable called num, and I will print that instead of num, I'll print that round this variable. So what will be happen, as the value is the 2.2, which is the nearest number is the 2, so it will return me the 2 instead of 2.2. So you can see the nearest value will return me that 2. Now if I type the 2.5, let's see what is happened, because 2.5 is the middle point, right? So it will return me the 3. Or if we type the 2.6, it will automatically convert to that and return me that 3. So basically any number below 2.5 or any 0.5, it will return that exact number. So if I type the 2.4, it will return me the 2. Okay, so round function basically return you that the nearest closest integer number, and that's return. So let's go back to the documentation. So what it is saying that in the math function, we'll talk about these 5 functions today. First is the math round, returns x rounded to its nearest integer. So it will always return the nearest integer. Now we have a function called math.sil. So math.sil will return you that returns x rounded up to its nearest integer. Okay, so it's up. It's just see that the difference between up. This up is the main character here. Okay, which is it will, if I use that sil method. Sil means ceiling. Okay, so math.sil means the ceiling. It will return me that up value. So let's do that. So if I type that sil here, what will be return me in the round method? It was returning me the 2, but if I use the sil, it means the ceiling, it will always return me the 3. If we run that, it is returning me the 3. Now let's see, if I assume that 7.4 or 7.7, it will also give me that return of the 8, because it will be getting the ceiling method, so it's up value. Okay, so you can see it is giving me the 8. So if I put the 5.7, it will return me the 6. So always it will be do a sil method. Okay, now similarly we have a floor method. Floor will return me always the down method, down record. Okay, so round will automatically calculate which one is the nearest. Sil method will always give me the ceiling value. Floor method will always give me that down value. So let's see. So if we use the floor here, so now 5.7, if we do the round, it should give me the 6, but as we are using the floor method, it will return me that 5. Okay, so similarly, if we put the 5.2 even, it will give me the floor. Floor means the down value, it's giving me the 5. So basically using this sil and floor are work as a vice versa, and round method will independently work based on the value that you have. Okay, so these 3 method are return me that round is nearest integer find. That sil method is always round up to the up value. and floor method is always returning the down value, and then sign is the, it will give me that returns negative, null or positive. So let's see what does it mean by that the sign. Okay, so let's change that to that SIG, and here I'll put the sign. Now if we run this SIG, what will be happen? It give me that. So some reason this math.sign is not working, so that's fine. I'm not able to show you, but actually math.sign returns uh, one or null or -1 based on this the value you have, either positive integer or negative integer. Math.random function, which is return me always the random number. Okay, so if you type that math.random, so if I clear all this here and then type the math.random and run this, it will return you the random number. So this is returning you the random number. So write down 998. If you run this some time, it is always return you that some random number. So in case if you want to generate some password or something each and every time new number, you can use that math dot random number to generate that random number. Okay, so let's see how we can generate the password through the random number or the math dot random factor. Let's assume that where password. So this will be my password. So I am declaring a blank string right now, and then this password will be the numerical password, and each and every time the password, whenever the function will call that, the password will be generate the new number. Okay, and then let's say that I want that password length to be 4 digit pin for the timing, I'm assuming. Later we can change that. So what I'll do, I will run a for loop, and then first time I'll do a var, and then I will say that where I equal to 0, and then I less than, then what I'll do, uh, pwd length. So whatever is this length, maximum length, so I want to run, and then I plus plus. So this is my function, and then let's say I just want to run this is working perfectly fine or not. So I'll just run that, and let's say I'll say hi. So at that moment, if I run that, it should print 4 times hi, because the password length is the 4. Now let's say what I'll do, I will use the math.random function. So math, so this is my math.random function, and here it will generate some random number. So if I run that, you can see each and every time it's generate different random number, 9558, this kind of number. Now what I'll do, I will multiply this number to a big number, any random big number called 20, and let's see what is happening. Right now it's generate 101 something like that. Okay, so I need to be put more big number, so I'll put 120, and let's see. So it's generate some number called 95 108 1118 10 something like that. So these are the number it's generate that. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll run again. So you can see each and every time it is generating a different number. Now for every time if I take the first number or the first digit, it can be generate a new number, right? So what I'll do, I will copy this line called where temp number temp, and then I will define into this a particular temp. Now what I'll do, if I run this temp right now, it will give me this number 4781115, but I need this first digit, nothing else. To get this first digit, we have in string operation, we already talk about the slice and substring. Okay, we'll do a slice of what, starting from the 0 and ending from the 1, or probably we can use the sub-str to get 0 and only one length. So what I'll do, I will run the temp.toString, so that this number can be converted to string, and then I'll put that sub-str, and then 0 index will be 0 and I need only one number. Okay, now if I run that, so there is some one bracket missing, so I'll put that bracket first and then run that. It give me that some random number 2965. So this is my random number or my first digit number. I can combine this number and generate a password. For that, what I'll do, I will cut this line and then here I'll say that pwd plus equal to this one. And then finally, I will print that gs.info and then say that password, then pwd. So if I run that, it will return me a number 1130. This is the pin number. And if I run again, it's each and every time generating a new password and giving me that. So in case if you want to generate some password or some keyword, you can do. Right now the length is 4. If you want to generate the length is 6, you can definitely go for the 6-digit pin. Okay, each and every time it will generate that the pin. Okay, so you can see each and every time it is generating new password and a new number. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.